We dream a lot, and when we are in a dream, everything appears so real. You can touch things, you can feel things, you can experience emotions and feelings and sensations. And when you are in that state, you're not necessarily aware that you are dreaming. All the world that appears in your dream appears so real. And when you wake up, you come back to your, what you call it, real world. And in this real world, you experience things, you have feelings, you have emotions, you have sensations. Everything appears so real to you. But it's actually another dream. We are yet in another realm, dreaming, and this world appears so real to us. And in this dream, we explore everything as reality. We experience everything as reality. So this is actually our first dream. And our second dream is when we sleep. And we start dreaming. So that's the second dream. It's so interesting how things appear so real, and sometimes I experience in my second dream when I'm sleeping, I get aware towards the end of the dream that this is just a dream and I'm gonna wake up and the dream is going to finish. But does that really happen in this real world, or what we sense it as real world? Am I aware that I am dreaming and I'm going to wake up in different form, in different realm? Actually, that could be, and it can happen. And when you wake up from your second dream, you wake up in this human form. And when you wake up from this first dream, you wake up in your divine, infinite form. That infinite entity, that divine entity, that real you, who is, just imagine, closing his eyes or her eyes, that entity which is beyond gender, beyond the bondage that we experience in this world, that entity, imagining things, dreaming, and everything appears inside this dream for us as real. So who I am right now, I am that infinite entity who just dreaming and thinking about this world, and everything is getting manifested, projected in my own mind. And I'm seeing things, experiencing the existence of other objects, other beings. But the interesting thing about these beings is the same like in your second dream. When you are sleeping and you're dreaming, so many different objects in your dream, so many different people, different beings, and everything else which is in that dream is just part of your mind. I dream of my friend, I dream of my school, I dream of my colleagues. But in that dream, they are my thoughts, they are pieces of my mind, they are part of me. And the same way with this first dream, when we are now experiencing this world, this external world, everything I experience around me, it appears so different from me, it appears something external to me, but actually They are pieces, they are my thoughts. They are parts of me. Because me, that infinite being, sitting and dreaming and projecting all this world in his cosmic mind, everything within that cosmic mind is part of it, is part of me. And it's so important to realize my real identity. My real identity is that dreamer, that infinite being. And the same way we wake up from sleeping and we are back here in this so-called real world, the same way we can wake up from this, what we call it, real world, and get back to our true identity. And that's what happens through the process of meditating and diving deep into yourself, leaving beyond all the external world and all the sensations related with it, all the feelings related with it, and going back, withdrawing yourself from this first dream, withdrawing yourself back slowly until you wake up in your infinite form. That's what happens in meditation when you are redirecting your mind inward instead of being outward, withdrawing your mind from this world that you've been dreaming and bringing it deep inside until this external world does not exist. This external world ceases to exist and you are back with your infinite self. We explore, we experience the state of a dream, the second dream I'm referring to be short, comparing with this first dream, the dream of me being alive in this form. And we become so familiar with this dream that we forget that we are dreaming, and we forget who we are truly. And it's like a bird being growing up in a cage. The bird forgot his true identity to be able to fly. And even when the cage was open, the bird just kept crawling on the floor, walking on the floor, forgot his ability to fly. So we became so identified with our form of bondage. We are so used for this bondage. And we somehow became so familiar with it. And the moment we are aware about our bondage, and the moment we are, that longing is awakened, that longing to be one with our inner self, that longing to be back my original state, that infinite consciousness, then our journey back to that source starts. And it's a very pleasant journey, because with every step you take back towards yourself, your fulfillment is happening, your inner fulfillment is growing until you reach to that infinite perfection, moving from this imperfection that we are, from this very beautiful imperfection that we are experiencing and exploring with its amazing imperfection. And perhaps because it's so amazing and so wonderful, we are stuck here. We don't want to wake up from this dream. But remember, it's a dream, and eventually we have to be back in our true self. And that's why we need to practice meditation. So we practice meditation very regularly, that you can make your steps very sustainable and very concrete towards yourself. In this journey with the practice and meditation and realizing that you are the dreamer in your infinite form, when you realize, when you start to feel, get the sense of that you are the dreamer, you know that everything you experience in this external world is just part of you. It's your thoughts, getting manifested, projected in different forms and colors. And this is the true meaning of yoga. Yoga, which means oneness or unification. You feel oneness with everything around you, with the whole existence. You feel one because everything else is part of you. And unification between my external eye, this eye which functioning in this external world, and my deep innermost self, my deep I am my deep I. So this unification between both is called yoga. Yoga, which is something much more bigger than physical posture or gestures. It's unification, and it's the true meaning of waking up to your true form, true infinite form. Imagine yourself being beyond all this bondage that you struggle with, beyond all the bondage, all the limitations. Imagine yourself being infinite. How potential you are. Why shall I accept myself being with this limitation, with this bondage, while I am meant to be free? While the bird should keep walking on the ground, while he's being provided with all the tools to fly and be free. Sometimes we think it's hard. It's not hard, but it's not easy neither to wake up, because there is so much attractions and so much distractions all the time. It is not impossible, and it's our destiny to wake up. We can just delay it and play more in the external world. It's beautiful, it's fun. But eventually, we have to wake up, we have to return home to where we truly belong. And in our returning home, it's very important to know that you are one manifestation of your external I is one manifestation of that internal infinite I. Everyone else is other manifestations. And in this journey back home, it's very beautiful to help others, to inspire others, to bring in others the feeling of the beauty of returning home, as we are part of the whole creation, which is all part of your own self. And by achieving this, you fulfill the purpose of your existence. The purpose of existence being always very nagging. The purpose of existence being always very, a question in your mind. Why have I been created? What's the purpose of my creation? Isn't it? I think it's everyone's question. It arises at some point in life. And you can either work hard to find answer for it, and once you find answer, work even hard to fulfill it, or you can just ignore it and keep playing in the external world and disconnect more and more of your true self, and disconnect more and more of your ability to fly, and forget your infinite form and enjoy being in the bondage for unlimited period of time. So which choice do you want to make? The choice is only yours. Now it's time for me to wake up. so beautiful to have that chance, the opportunity while you are whatever pursuing in the external world in your daily life, to have that chance to sit down and to withdraw yourself, connect with your inner source of infinity, your inner source of energy, of infinite power. Infinity, it's infinity. And when you get back to this dream, you are so different. You feel recharged with different vibes. You start seeing things in different way. Things start to appear to you in different way. Things start to happen to you with different meaning. Because everything starts to feel more and more as part of you, as part of your dream, as part of your journey. You feel everything is connected with you, and you feel connected with everything else. Whatever you touch, whatever you experience, whatever you feel, it's just part of your dream, of this beautiful, amazing dream. It's amazing and beautiful, but yet you don't want to be dreaming all the time. You need to wake up. So it's time to meditate, and there is never late. As long as you start, you have the whole world inside of you to explore and to experience and to enjoy. I always find meditation is it's not only such a beautiful thing of your daily life, it's indispensable. We are so conscious about eating, taking food, but do we have only this physical existence? What about our mental existence and our spiritual existence? Why we are so worried about physical food, but we are not worried about our spiritual food? I think that starts when we know that we don't have only body. We are not only body. We are not body. We have this body. We have a mind and we are soul. Very deep, eternal soul. And that soul we need to be connected, we need to be one with it, we need to be true to it. And we need the same way, we need our physical food, we need our mental food, and we need our spiritual food. Otherwise, how can we achieve harmony in our life? How can we achieve balance? Balance needs to be achieved on the physical, mental, and spiritual level. That's what I felt sharing with you. Namaskar. Namaskar, it means with all the charm and respect from my mind, with all the love from my heart, I salute the infinite consciousness, the infinite love inside of you. Namaskar.